Now I've got three more, and these ones are maybe a little bit different, more difficult to land on, namely because Colorado's so easy with that one win a year ago. How about Nebraska? They've got a new coach, and we all, myself included, would say, like, Matt Rhule's a really good coach. He's done a nice job in recruiting. He'll change the culture. Every time he touched a college program, he was able to succeed at Temple and then Baylor. So I don't think it's going to be different at Nebraska. And I know I've been tempered a little bit, and namely because I was so effusive of my praise and in my praise of Scott Frost at Nebraska and thinking that was going to be a home run hire, like most people, that I've tread lightly complimenting Nebraska on their hire because Nebraska fans are like, we don't want to hear that from you. And listen, I get it. But I do think that Matt Rhule is a heck of a coach. I really do. I think he's one of the best coaches in the country. And so can they go from 4 wins to 8 wins? You bet. Now, it's difficult in that conference. It's easier in that division. Their crossover game, I believe they're going to host Michigan, which would be their toughest crossover game. But this is a team that can absolutely go from 4 to 8. There's not a doubt in my mind. So Nebraska could be a climber. How about another one? How about Texas A&M? Now, you might roll your eyes at Texas A&M, and you know what? I understand. I get it if you want to roll your eyes at Texas A&M. But they only won 5 games, so all they need to do is get to 9. And they do play 4 non-conference games in that conference, which helps. I believe that Bobby Petrino is going to improve their offense. Now, if you were going to ask me, hey, would you hire Bobby Petrino as your head coach? Answer's probably no. For the obvious reasons. We don't have to hash that out. But if you don't have to be the head coach, have that pressure, have that stress, be that focal point person, and you can just focus on what you're good at, then I think Bobby Petrino makes a lot of sense. I said all year long, and I want to remain consistent, people accuse me of being like an A&M hater. Not an A&M hater at all. I thought that they totally underachieved based on what their talent level was a year ago. That talent is, for the most part, still there, in particular on defense. That talent getting a year older and developing is going to elevate their defense. Bobby Petrino calling the plays, being a fresh set of eyes on the offensive side. Listen, I think that this is a 0 or a 10 proposition. It's either going to blow up with too many cooks in the kitchen, which it might. Like, this might blow up, Bobby Petrino and Jimbo. Or it's going to work out really well. I'm going to bet on the latter. I think that it's going to work out really well. I think that these fresh eyes, Petrino as an offensive mind is very good, very savvy, and I think that they're going to improve and go from 5 to 9. And then my last climber, and it's a team that I already touched on earlier, and they also fit into a separate category, and this is really the team that I think we should all watch out for in the offseason. That's Oklahoma.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoy that clip, make sure you click subscribe somewhere down here. From game highlights to exclusive interviews and rankings, we've got everything you need as a college football fan right here, College Football on Fox.